Hello and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. In today's video, I decided to do quite like an elegant kind of set, which I am in love with. And I mean, I say this about everything, but look at that. I mean, we have some sparkle, but it's very, very subdued because it's matte. And then we have that metallic rose gold that is gorgeous. And, the little pumpkins that are very, very fancy. And, I mean, yeah. And then the texture, I mean, oh, I cannot stop touching it. It's just so beautiful. I really love this set, really do love it. If you are going to, try to do this set, please tag me as I would love to see it. You can always add it to the group that I manage on Facebook, Ralphie Joe's Nails. And, you can add it there and ask for opinions or things. And yeah, I really hope you will like this video, and I really hope you'll recreate this. And let's get started. For this set, I'm gonna use Birthday Suit, Void. Yep, that's Void. Well done, you showed it well. Whiteout, and the metallic rose gold from Hot Tips Beauty, and Dumbo, which is beautiful, and it's like iridescent glitter from Smiley's Glitter Store. And then Glitter Bells brushes. I'm using 2 fine liners and one of those gel brushes. I don't know how they're called. You know this by now. And I'm gonna do 5 nails today because I am doing my own nails because I really need some nails. And I'm gonna start by applying that Birthday Suit all over, 2 layers of that. And then the next step is applying some base coat, really thin layer. This is gonna be on the thumb, and I'm applying some of those glitters on there and just kind of moving them around. I'm just gonna make like a middle line with these because I'm gonna use them afterwards. And then I applied a layer of base coat again, and I'm gonna cure that. And I buffed it, by the way, just because there were some bits that were sticking out. I think this glitter, you're either gonna use small, really small pieces, or use it as an encapsulated glitter because it's quite big, so they kind of stick out sometimes. But doesn't matter, you buff it, it works well still. Anyway, I'm doing this kind of cuticle situation, I have no idea how to call it. And then I'm doing a little pumpkin here at the bottom with white, and you already know that. And oh my god, I'm so out of focus. Anyway, I'm doing that line, the shape first with a small detailer, and then I'm kind of filling it in with the big brush from the bottle because I don't want to be here forever to just fill in that thing with small detailer brush, because that's, you don't do that. But I'm applying a second coat. I already cured the first one, and I am going to kind of make it even as possible. The top part doesn't really matter, but the bottom part, the pumpkin, really matters to be nice and even, and you'll see why in a minute. You probably already figured out why, but just saying. I will still obsess a little bit over that top part because I am I'm a bit obsessed with details. That's the word. And then I'm just gonna remove the sticky layer because we're gonna paint on that bottom thing. Next I took some Void and I mixed it up with a bit of top coat, so it gave us this like glassy kind of black, jelly black, I don't know how it's called. And I'm just doing some lines, and I'm trying to make them even again, which is quite hard with these type of colors because they, if they're thicker in one side, then it's just gonna look a bit weird. That's why I said it's quite important to make that white underneath very nice and even. So yeah, I'm going between my brushes, like the thicker brush and the detailer, just to kind of fill in bigger spaces with the thicker brush, again because, you know, distributes color quicker, and yeah, basically that's all it is. And then with the detailer brush to make sure that all the lines are nice and straight and I have paint in the corners, and you know. Then I'm gonna go in with cast iron from Hot Tips Beauty, and I'm just gonna add these little lines in those little squares that are made where the lines meet. As you're seeing what I mean, aren't you? Why am I even explaining? And then with that cast iron again, I am going in and I'm gonna add some lines to actually make this a pumpkin, because right now it looks like half a heart, a bit of sad half a heart. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just doing 4 lines on one side and then I'm going on the other side and I'm following the curve of the top of the pumpkin basically. I found this the easiest way to make a drawing of a pumpkin, so there you have it. That's done. Anyway, I'm gonna go and obsess a little bit over the small details, like the lines need to go all the way down, and then I mucked that up, and I'm gonna probably sloppily try to finish cleaning it up, which is never gonna happen. And then I'm gonna apply a top coat, matte top coat, and I'm gonna gently apply it over that gel paint because I was very afraid that it's gonna smear, which is a very big thing with matte top coat. You need to be very careful when you apply it. It's not only the Kirsty Meakin one, it's all of them. They do smear a little bit when you're applying them over nail art. I would probably recommend maybe using a base coat or a shiny top coat and then go in with the matte. That's gonna be the easiest way if you are afraid of the matte top coat smearing your work. Anyway, right now I applied another layer of that white on top of the top coat, and without curing I am going to add some bubbles to it because I love it. And I'm gonna use a fan brush because I found that this is the easiest way to apply these bubbles without ruining them basically. And this is what we're left with, and I love it. I absolutely do love how this combination came out. I don't know. Anyway, now with the Hot Tips Beauty metallic rose gold, I just decided to do a little stem that extends towards, like, it looks like, you know, someone poured that stem, and I don't know, I really love the idea. And then I'm gonna go around the other line and just do a line of rose gold because I wanted some more. And now I'm just doing that curly thing, whatever that is called, and this is the nail done. Actually, no, you're gonna see in a minute why it's not completely done, but it looks done. Anyway, next, pointer finger. I am going in with that white again, and I think we sped up a little bit more here because I really don't want to bore you. I wanted to show you how to do that whole nail because it included everything. But right now is just kind of gonna be the same thing. So I'm cleaning up that line and I'm trying to make the color even because, you know, it looks better when the color is even. And I'm gonna apply a second coat and the same thing. I'm gonna make the color even. I'm gonna go all around. I'm gonna clean up the line. It's gonna be quite repetitive on this one. You already know what I'm doing because you've seen the photos. But yeah, I really love how this set came out. I don't know, it's just haven't done a set like this in a really long time. So kind of classy and fancy. Anyway, I applied a matte top coat and now I'm going in again with that white gel paint. No, not gel paint, gel polish, sorry. So white out. Also, when you remove the bubbles, after you remove the bubbles, I would recommend to still wipe it off with some cleanser. And I had some issues with the bubbles staying on this nail, but they finally stayed. And then I'm gonna put a line of that rose gold metal on the, you know, where the two colors meet. You see what I'm doing again. It's, yeah. And these Hot Tips Beauty colors cure for 60 seconds in an LED lamp. And I had a bit there that I had to get rid of. Anyway, now with the small dotting tool, I'm just gonna add some dots because I thought a bit more texture was needed to this set. I don't know what I was thinking, but I love how it looks. I really do, because that makes it look even more like metallic. Oh yeah, and this is what I meant when I said I haven't finished with this nail, because then I went back and I added these dots to this one as well, because I really, really loved it. So yeah, this one's done. So that was the pointer finger. Now we're gonna go to the pinky finger. And, well, pinky nail, not finger. And I am going to do, I don't even know how it's called, because it's not the French. It's more like a reverse French, but, you know, not in the cutting the acrylic off, and yeah, never mind. Yeah. Anyway, matte top coat again, exactly the same thing. Gel polish on the top of that white, bubbles, and with this one again I had some issues with the bubbles holding on to it, and I don't even know why I kept so much of that footage because it was so bad. Anyway, going back to that line, I am drawing it around, and then I'm adding those little dots, and that's the pinky done. Also, every time you use those bubble techniques and whatever, I would always give it a full cure with the bubbles on, then remove the bubbles and go back in for a full cure, just to be on the safe side. So yeah. Anyway, here I applied another layer of that base coat, and I'm adding some glitter on that. And again, you can see I've picked here some small pieces, but there are some that are quite big in this glitter, so unless you want to cut some more, I would definitely say that you kind of need to encapsulate this, which is not a bad thing. It's just, yeah, you can always use some builder gel in a bottle or something if you really want to offer this to your gel polish clients, so there's always that. But yeah, it's quite, they're quite big. And then I'm applying another layer of base coat, and I will cure that and give it a buff, because again I found that there were a couple of things that were sticking out, and you know, they can ruin your whole design, and also they can cause a bit of, like, you know, polish peeling, and people do kind of tend to keep playing with things that stick out. I don't know, it's hard. But right now I'm doing another lonely heart on the side there, which is gonna be transformed into a pumpkin in a minute. That sounds like Cinderella, but in reverse. And then I'm using that mix of void with shiny top coat. Completely forgot for a minute. And I am painting those lines again. This is a bit more sped up because, again, I didn't want you guys to be very, very bored with this. Hopefully I didn't manage to do that. And then I'm gonna go across and do 2 lines. I wouldn't bother to do them very, very close to each other, because then the whole design can look very busy, and just, yeah, it looks more messy if it's a bit more busy. So just keep it nice, neat, clean. As long as you have a couple of lines in there, it's enough. It's enough to, you know, kind of tell your story and show what you're doing. And then I'm adding those lines there where the the 2 other lines meet and form a square. And now I messily did that line there. God, that was so bad. And I didn't even clean it up properly at the end. I just left it. I was looking at this video and I was like, oh my God, what was I thinking? What was in my head? But anyway, the same thing. I'm adding 4 lines on one side, 4 lines on the other, matte top coat, cure that for a full 30 seconds, and then add your little stem there with that metallic rose gold. That is just so gorgeous. I love it so much. It's so beautiful. And again, I went around over those little lines just to look like that rose gold was poured on top. I don't know. I had an idea in my mind, I guess, and I just went with it, but yeah, I'm happy with how it came out, so no judgment. And I'm trying to make that kind of look like it's flowing around. I'm not really good at curved lines like that. And then the last nail is up, and I am going to use Adam, which is this absolutely lovely iridescent glitter. Like, look at that. And I thought it's gonna go so well with the big glitters, and I was right. I was completely right. Look how beautiful they go together. It's like they were meant for each other. They have kind of the same colors in them anyway, so that's why I kept them together. And I'm trying to fill up that nail with bigger glitter, and then I'm gonna put a layer of base coat, and I buffed it, and now I'm putting a layer of matte top coat. That's why that nail looked a bit matte, because it was buffed. And now I'm gonna go in with that metallic rose gold all around that nail, and I kept on trying to go a bit thicker and thicker and thicker, because I thought I needed to see it a bit more, because this nail tip is quite curved. When you look at it from above, you can't really see that there's anything going, on the edge. But then I don't think you need to see it, because you will know it's there, and whoever wears it will know it's there. It's just, not very good for photographic evidence. And now I'm adding those little dots, which again, I think they just made this design so much better. I will definitely use this type of technique, because I have another couple of ideas that I could use it with, and then we're done. These are all done now, and you saw how easy it was to do them, and also you saw how much of a striking effect everything gave. I mean, I love this so much, and I cannot wait to wear this. I cannot talk again. Oh god. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and again, if you want to recreate these, please do, and tag me in them, because I would love to see. And also, leave me any other suggestions down below in the comments. Give this video a like if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.